Okay, hello. How are you? Sorry, something in my neck. Hello, and all that stuff. How are you? Thank you for coming back and watching another video, and thank you for watching the other videos. My last video's got like 350 views or something, which is crazy. I think I've got like 290 subscribers now, that's a lot of people. Really, that is a lot of people. Like if I had 290 people in this room with me now, I would just shrivel up into a little ball of nothing. Like I struggle talking to one person, let alone 290. Not that I'm talking to anyone, but it's just weird feeling that you've taken the time to watch a video and listen to me kind of mumble on about what I think I know about art. So yeah, that's a lot of people, and I really do appreciate that. So thank you very much. I'm not really sure what the style is yet of like in terms of like the channel, the look and the feel of it. I'm kind of just playing around and experimenting with different things to see what is fun for me to make, most importantly, and interesting to watch. I think that like I recorded a video yesterday, like a tutorial, and it didn't go well. The first video I did, I recorded that and the camera shut off halfway through because it only records for 20 minutes. After those 20 minutes, I didn't realise that it stopped recording, and that kind of spoilt that a little bit. And the video I was doing was like a tutorial, and I don't think that teaching is my forte. I think that, is that the word? Forte? It's not my thing. I find it difficult to explain something that it wasn't taught to me, if that makes sense. Because I'm self-taught, and it's sort of like ingrained into my soul at this point, and passing on knowledge which is learned through, like my knowledge is learned through like observation and just doing it over and over and over again for years and years and years. So I've probably picked up lots of bad habits and ways of doing things that probably isn't necessarily the correct way of doing it, but it's just the way that how I found has worked for me. Whereas if you was taught in, say, an academic setting, that's like a set of rules that you would apply to your drawing, which you can then pass on. And when I started drawing, when I was like, I don't know, old enough to hold a pencil and realise I really like doing this, I didn't really understand like the fundamentals. I didn't understand how the shapes interact with each other and make a picture out of it. I didn't understand perspective. I didn't understand any of that stuff and how to render an image and stuff. I just kind of drew what I thought a face or a person would look like, or a car or a gun or whatever. I'd just draw what I thought it looked like, and I was just happy with how it looked, and even though it was totally wrong. So I'd say that teaching something that you don't fully know how you do it is kind of difficult. But I just think, yeah, there's certain ways of teaching things that I don't have that way of teach. I don't have a way of teaching anyone anything. And I was speaking to a friend of mine, Ewan, and you check his channel out. I will put that in the a link to that in the description. And he's self-taught as well, and he was saying like he agreed, and it's a similar sort of situation, I guess, in terms of teaching people things. And he said the best thing to do would just be, while you're drawing, just try and describe what you're doing, because the process is in your mind, and like the next thing you're going to do, it's in there, the thought is in there, and you just need to externalize it and think out loud. And if I can get better at doing that, then that might give more of an insight into what it is that I'm actually doing. But I tend to, when I start drawing, I tend to just go really quiet, and I just hope that, yeah, I can just explain it well enough so that it's understood, I guess. But I think in time the channel will shape itself, so stick with me if you want. If you are new to the channel or just viewing this now, like and subscribe and all that stuff, and I appreciate that. and hopefully we can figure it all out together if you want, because I want to make entertaining videos as well. But I don't think teaching, I can't teach. I'm sorry. I'll try find a way that works. When I watch videos on YouTube, I can't really take in what's being explained of how they do it, but I can watch what they're doing and I can go, okay, they put that line there and it connected there and that wrapped around that and it made it look like that. So that's kind of, I'm more observational. So yeah, there's that really long intro of me waffling on. Hopefully you didn't skip, because I don't want to bore you. But what I will do is ink this drawing, this little sketch that I did. I'll ink that, and I'll try and talk about this. I'll try and talk about this while I'm inking it, or try and talk about what I'm thinking about. Okay, yeah. Memento mori. Remember to die. It's like a old thing. Look it up. What it means. Let me change colour of my pencil here. I went with a super basic composition. There's my composition. Super basic. Yeah, so it's just, I wanted something just so that it stacks nicely. That's the composition part. So then it was a case of drawing the skull. So when you're drawing a skull, you have this shape here and this shape here, pretty much. Let's move that over to the side. Whoop. There we go. And then I wanted like a little dagger thingy on there, just to sort of give some balance, I guess, to that skull sitting there. I went with like a bit of a bone with some rags on it. This dagger, like a wavy dagger. What are they called? The wavy sort of daggers. I wonder if there's a name for it. I just called it a sacrificial dagger. And then I put just like a board around it, just a bounding box, just to constrain everything together. It might not be necessary for it to even be there. I don't know. It's just a bit of fun. And then I put some coins here, and then a key. A key could signify the, I don't know, unlocking the something to somewhere. And the coins are, I don't know, what could the coins represent? I know you that you pay the boatman to carry your soul across to the other side. Maybe that's what it is, some loose change for that. That works. So yeah, what I'll do is I'll get rid of that stuff. I will combine these layers, size that up a bit. I probably won't do the text now. That would be big enough, wouldn't it? That'd be absolutely fine. I might even change that to 600 dpi. Nice. We'll drop that opacity all the way down. I don't always work digitally. Nothing beats a pen and paper. I think that for speed, digital has its benefits and its strengths. Its weaknesses is it's not like tangible. It's not real. You can't hold anything. But even for the sake of doing like the videos for the channel, like I feel like digital can get the point across quicker, rather than if it, like I find it easier to lay the lines down quicker if I'm doing it this way and move on to something else quickly, rather than paper, change this, change that. But I don't know, let me know if you'd rather see some traditional stuff, then I'll do it that way. So okay, I'm going to use a brush like that on the correct layer, make it a bit bigger. Where should we start? I don't think I'll do the whole drawing on this video. We'll see how quickly I can move through it. Alright, so in terms of light source, I'm just gonna sort of do it as if, I don't want to do it so the light is coming from the top, really. Maybe I will. Just a simple top light source, because it kind of looks like they're laying on something, whereas the skull wouldn't really necessarily sit like that. If it was laying on something, as it's round, it would have like tipped left or right or up or down or whatever. I think I'll just go with what I think looks good. I'll start here. That's too big. When I'm inking, there's no particular particular place that I start. If I'm inking traditionally by hand, I'd probably start on a part of the drawing that I don't care about that much, just to get like loosened up and a feel for it. But on here I'm going to just start putting in, I guess, the outline. I might at some point choose to, so you see here I'm starting to just sort of come in a little bit with some little hatching lines and things. And I could probably put some reference up in front of me. If I want to know what's going on in here, that will be a good idea. Just having a bit of reference in front of you to just make sure that it looks believable. But I mean, I think that just looks believable. It's a skull. Everyone knows what a skull is. It's like instantly recognizable to a human. But yeah, I'll start with kind of bringing the outline around, turning the page, which I would do if I was drawing by hand as well, because you have a natural, comfortable curve. How would you describe it? How would you describe that? There's like a natural, I don't know, a direction that feels natural. Whereas if you keep the paper straight, and you will start like trying to twist your arm to get it like, and it won't feel natural. So turn the paper. Turn the paper. Come down here. I think a little bit here would be a bit darker, just to give a little bit of depth. And my lines are quite loose. I'm a very sketchy sort of artist anyway, kind of not scribbly. It's kind of like, it's kind of sketchy and scribbly, but also controlled in a way. Like I'm deliberately trying to give it like energy. I've got none in my real life, so I'll put it all into the drawing. All the energy can go into the drawing. Starting to work in there to the top jawline. Little hatching lines. Let's put this top brow in. Some feathering, I think there's a word for it, hatching, feathering. In here. Just drop in a big blob of ink there. Ink. It's not real ink, is it? It's pixels. Does that look normal? Does that look right? Then it's kind of here. It's joined, isn't it? We'll do that. So I'm just making it up. I know like the basic lines and things of the skull and the basic structure, but all the little squiggles and gritty lines, they're just imagination. There's nothing like, it's stylistic, isn't it? It's just the stylized. So that bit there, that connects under there, doesn't it? Let's take that out. Hatch along like that. And put a couple lines there like that, because I think that looks good. Just makes that area just a little bit interesting. Some dots, because I don't know if you've ever seen bones before. They've got like little pockets, little holes, lots and lots of little holes, really close together. It's a cool texture. So that's all black in there. Hopefully this is all, you're learning something. I mean, it's an inking sort of video, so I'm not really giving much in terms of like structure and stuff. I don't like the way this looks up here. I'll probably get rid of that and try again. One of the beauties of digital work, I can just delete it and try again. Right, one of the joining segments on the back of the skull. I believe that goes up. That comes around and joins at the back, I think, like that, and then that goes up to the top, I think. To do that there, and then you've got this side plate. That looks pretty cool, that'll do. And then there's another bit here, and then that goes off to up there. I think that's correct. Get some dots here. Right, the cheekbony bit, does that go sort of like that there, I think? And there's like a, is it the sinus? It's got a hole somewhere around there. That'll do. It doesn't need to be, doesn't need to be perfect. Everyone knows what it is. Bit of hatching there. Come down to these, put these teeth in. Then we'll actually bring them forward a bit. Because they're on the front, I mean, this one here should technically be thinner, right? And then this one here would be, yeah, that feels better. Then we'll skip a tooth, this one. And go straight into this one. Bit hatching along there. Bring that down a little bit like that. That cheekbone sticks out a bit, so give it a bit of cast shadow on the bone below. That's right, I'm trying to count my own teeth. I think I've done too many teeth there, or not enough teeth. We'll just leave it. Swing that jawline down like that. Big pointed jaw. Because it looks cool. Bit of hatch in there. Right, how would I do this bit? Because I want to keep these plates visible, but I also want to drop a lot of shadow in. So if you come close to the line, keep in mind the shape of the skull. So because it's a ball, and if I'm doing the light source up here, you kind of want to wrap those lines around that shape. And if there was another shape there, then you'd wrap again. Another shape there, wrap again. Just keep in mind those hidden shapes. I won't go all the way to this edge because I like this little rim light here. Cool, my back hurts. Who else is an artist and their back hurts all of the time? So I'll do the same up here. Hatching these little bits here. No, and the way that I'm controlling the strokes and stuff here, they're the same way that I would do if I was doing it with like a brush or a ballpoint. I love drawing with ballpoint pens. Let's drop a line in here, which will act as our core shadow. Does that look cool? That looks right, doesn't it? Little dots and spots. And then do some little lines coming off of this here. Right, more spots and dots here. Do them coming off of these bits. I'll do some little hatching lines going into the this rim light in here, just to describe its roundness. All right, it's looking pretty cool. I'm liking it. Alright, right, in here, I want to hatch in some lines here. I don't like those first ones. So yeah, I'm just going around trying to find little bits that I feel like there would be like form there, based on perhaps intuition and knowledge from looking at skulls, I guess. Let's put his teeth in here. That looks better. Put those teeth in. Make sure there's a little bit of shadow underneath them because they're above. Oh, I'm worried this video is going to be like an hour long. No one's going to want to sit and watch this for an hour. Maybe I need to, don't know. Maybe I'll just upload it anyway. I'll try and cut as much as I can out to try and speed it along a little bit. But, yeah, if it's too long, I'll have to do something about that. It's got to be like, I think videos they've got to be interesting and they've got to be valuable, but also not drag on. And I do worry that's what I'm in danger of doing, just dragging it on. unnecessarily by just not getting to the point. But I'm enjoying drawing this, and I am quite enjoying a little bit of talking. I'd say that's like all but done. I mean, there's a little bits that I can go in and give some extra little details and things, but you could be here forever just dotting in little bits. I do want some lines here. Oh, too far. But yeah, you could be here forever, just chipping away at it, a little bit here, a little bit there. And I think with ink drawing, it's not ink, I know, but you can take it really far and then it's too far really quickly. So I think don't be afraid to take it far, because all those little lines and things, it gives it character and it gives it something interesting to look at. Yeah, I think that looks pretty nice. What do you think? What we can do here is white, this fill one here. This brush here is brilliant. This lasso thing, it's like a it just fills instantly. Oh, and if I haven't already said, I don't think I have, Clip Studio Paint is where I'm working. Right now, we are in Clip Studio Paint. Bring that around there. Nice. And then what we could do is make that a colour layout, and then we could blur the line out just slightly, just so it kind of falls into the paper a little bit more. Ten's too much. 8. I don't know if you can see that. Preview on, preview off. I think that looks pretty cool. All right then, I'll call that. I'll call it there. Please let me know. Let me know if you enjoyed the video. I really want to hear about it. If you enjoyed the video and you don't already subscribe, please subscribe so that I can get millions of subscribers and earn loads and loads of money from YouTube. And buy a home in the middle of nowhere and live there for the rest of my life. Bye.